Okay, so the first step is going to be gluing. This is an optional step, but it will make the process much easier for you. When applying the glue, you want to make sure that you don't go over a 1/4 inch from the edge. You want to make sure there's enough space in there to fit cards and cash. Basically, what you want to do is just on the inside of where you're going to be stitching. Here I'm just gluing the first 2 pieces together, which is the larger of the leather cut pieces. Those are going to be the main body of the wallet. Now you're going to want to take the smaller front pocket and you're going to line up with the bottom so that the stitching holes both match. Once you have that set in place, what you can do is you can use the needle as a makeshift scratch awl. And you're going to mark the location where the top of the pocket meets and at the bottom gap. This allows you to see the location where you're going to need to apply the glue for the pocket. Once you apply the glue, go ahead and assemble the front pocket. You're going to repeat this step for the back pocket. After gluing, this is what your wallet should look like. Now, when it comes to stitching, you're going to need both hands. The best way to hold the wallet in place is to use a large book. Then you put the book between your legs and you use your legs as a vise. This frees up both hands. Here I'm showing you how to set up your needle. You're going to run the needle or the thread through the eye of the needle and then pull out about 3 to 4 inches of thread and then puncture the thread twice. You can see this is once. You're going to pull it down and then puncture again. Now you're going to slide this all the way down the needle, pull it through, and that's going to tighten into a knot and lock the thread to the needle. You're going to do this on both ends of the thread. When you start stitching, you're going to want to start from the second hole in. You're going to put both needles together and you're going to pull them until the middle of the string is all the way through and that both ends of the thread are equal. Now you're going to take your right needle and you're going to place it through the first hole. Do not pull the needle all the way through. You want to leave a little bit of excess. Now you're going to take the other needle from the other direction through the hole. You're going to take that excess thread and wrap it around the needle once. And then you're going to pull the needle completely through and you're going to pull both needles taut. What this does is it ties a knot inside the wallet. This is called saddle stitching. You're going to do the process again, now working towards you until you reach the end of the wallet. Once you've sewn all the way to the end of the wallet, you're going to go from the very end hole, back stitching through the hole behind it. in the same fashion as before. Now, what I like to do once I'm at this point is take one of the thread and then go back to the third hole so that both needles are on the same side. Cut the thread down with a pair of scissors or a knife. And use a lighter to burn the thread flush to the hole. The thread will melt a little bit, and this kind of helps to lock the thread in as well. Now, your kit's going to come with some 400 grit sandpaper. You're going to want to sand the edges smooth. Once you're done, the edges should look similar to this. Apply water to the edge of the wallet, and then use a cloth and rub back and forth until you get a nice shiny edge. This is called burnishing. What it does is it lays the fibers of the leather down and it makes it nice and smooth. Once you finish burnishing all your edges, your wallet's complete and ready for use.